thepascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, everybody? We have some new updates revolving around Sudiksha Konanki's missing case. We just heard a little bit ago about the parents writing to the officials, to the Dominican Republic law enforcement, basically pleading them to declare that Sudiksha is gone. Now, the thing is of course, Paris. Now, the thing is that, of course, a lot of people are feeling some type of way about this. A lot of people still have a lot of questions. Does Joshua Ribe really have anything to do with her disappearance? And what's interesting is the parents also said in that paperwork, or in that letter, they basically said, hey, we believe that she went out and she was taken out by the sea, that the sea took her life, and not that Joshua Ribe or Reeb or Ribby or however you pronounce his last name, that he has nothing to do with this and that he should be let go. So there has been a few updates aside from that declaration, or that plead for the declaration of her passing. The courts have now released him as a person of interest. So now Joshua Ribe can go back home. He can go live his life and do what he wants to do. And that's something that's going on right now during the hearing that they're doing right now as we speak. And of course, we would be doing a live, but I can't do that right now. So I'm just giving you guys kind of the bullet points of what has happened over the past couple hours. And the one thing is for sure, Joshua Ribe will be let go. He will be able to go home and go to school and live his life. Yes, this will be tagged onto him. People will be side-eyeing him and wondering if he really had anything to do with her disappearance. But of course, we will see what happens there as well. The other thing too is, if they do find solid evidence of any type of wrongdoing and that it is foul play, if they are to ever find Sudiksha's remains, they're going to have a little bit of a problem trying to get him extradited to the Dominican Republic afterwards. But we'll see what happens if we even cross that path. Let's just be real. First things first, Sudiksha needs to be found, right? Her remains need to be found. And then, of course, they need to see on that body if there is any signs of foul play. But now the parents have spoken out. They made a public statement on the news and everything. This is really hard to listen to, really hard to watch, because you can tell the family's in pain. They are grieving for sure. But I did want to share this with you guys so you guys could see this as well. Again, Joshua Ribe right now is no longer a person of interest. In other words, he is not a suspect at all, which will mean he will be able to get his passport and leave Dominican Republic and go back home and possibly go back to school if he chooses to do so. So this is very interesting and new developing news. But let's take a look at this video and see what the parents have to say. And I will say this, it's not easy to watch.
With deep sadness and heavy. No. And heavy heart that we are coming to the terms with the fact that our daughter has died. This is incredibly difficult for us to process. We kindly ask you to keep our daughter in your prayers. We still have 2 young children to care of her, and they are at a very tender age. In light of this, we respectfully request some space, time, and privacy to focus on healing us and helping our children recover as we try to move forward with our lives.
Again, guys, I mean, this is absolutely devastating information. Of course, I mean, you could just see with the mom, Sudiksha's mom just crying. And I mean, you got to understand, this is just a situation where, you have your daughter going out there just trying to have some fun, enjoy spring break, blow off some steam, and come back to go study and become the whoever she wants to be. And what's so sad about this is that this family will never see the full potential of their daughter due to God knows what, due to the elements of nature and excessive drinking, or because of somebody out there doing something very, very bad. One thing is for sure, though, at first they really believed that she was taken, and now they've believed that she's not taken and that it's actually the ocean that took her life. And I'm wondering what led them to believe or come to that conclusion, right? To come out here and speak out. I get it, to being needing some sort of closure, needing that proper way of grieving, but still, no matter what, it is just heartbreaking and devastating to see a family speak out, especially when they're talking about losing the one that they love, losing the one that they've raised and have lost in such a tragic, unthinkable way. But I still have questions. And I still believe that she's out there somewhere, alive or gone. I really hope this is the one thing that I'm very concerned about is that law enforcement is going to see this plead for declaration of her demise, them making a public statement basically saying that she is gone and please respect our privacy as we go through our grieving and all that. And I understand that, but my concern is that law enforcement is going to see all of that and they're just going to they're going to start slowing it down. Okay, the need to finding her will start to dissipate slowly but surely. Now I know that law enforcement, after this statement was made, they basically said that we are still going to continue looking for her. We will not stop. And I really, really hope that they are telling the truth because, of course, this is a devastating situation. This is absolutely terrifying for any loving parent, any doting parent out there, especially with our kids out here running and going to spring break and going to foreign areas and having a great time for summer or for any type of holiday. This is the kind of thing that this is the stuff of nightmares for all parents all over the world. But of course, what say you? What are your thoughts? I mean, of course, Joshua Ribe is now no longer a person of interest, which again, he will be able to get his passport and go home, it looks like. What are your thoughts? Do you think he still has something to do with this or no? Again, there is no proof, none so far, of any wrongdoing on his behalf. I guess the question is, are we ever going to find out the truth of what actually happened to Sudiksha Konanki? I don't know. But anyway, guys, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is heartbreaking, very hard to watch. But again, they are just about to wrap this hearing. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of public statement made here very, very soon. But it looks like the parents are ready to grieve and accept the fact that the possibility, I guess they're accepting it now more than just a possibility. They're accepting it as she is gone. And I'm wondering what really is the truth and where is she? But anyway, guys, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. And we'll talk here soon. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.